Hi, I'm Craig, and today I'm going to tell you a story. It is a very well-known story in the UK. It is called Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, a long time ago, there was a little girl. There was a little girl who wore a red hooded cloak. She wore a red hooded cloak, and she was known as Little Red Riding Hood. One day, Little Red Riding Hood's mother, her mum, she asked Little Red Riding Hood to take some cakes. Take some cakes and some chocolates to her grandmother, to Little Red Riding Hood's grandmother. Little Red Riding Hood was happy. She was happy because she was going to see her grandmother, her grandma. So Little Red Riding Hood took a basket of treats, chocolate, cupcakes, and other things to eat to her grandmother. Little Red Riding Hood had to walk down this path, down the path to get to her grandmother's house. Little Red Riding Hood walked down the road, down the path to get to her grandmother's house, but she had to walk through a forest. Little Red Riding Hood had to walk down the road near the forest. In the forest, hiding behind a tree, was a wolf. Hiding behind the tree, and he saw Little Red Riding Hood. He came out. He jumped out from behind the tree onto the road. The wolf jumped out onto the road and saw Little Red Riding Hood. And the wolf spoke. The wolf asked her, "Where are you going? Where are you walking?" So Little Red Riding Hood answered. She responded and said, "I am going to see my grandmother. I am going to see my grandma in her house at the end of the road." The wolf then disappeared. The wolf then disappeared, and Little Red Riding Hood continued to walk down the road. The wolf, he ran to the house. He ran to her grandmother's house because the wolf was hungry. The wolf wanted to eat Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother. He ran to the house. He saw her grandmother and he ate her in one bite. The wolf put on her grandmother's clothes. Put on her grandmother's clothes. And then the wolf went to lie down to sleep in her grandmother's bed. He lied down in the bed. When Little Red Riding Hood arrived at the house, she knocked on the door. She knocked on the door, and the wolf invited Little Red Riding Hood into the house. She realised that her grandmother sounded different. She didn't sound the same. Her voice was not the same, but her grandmother was ill. She was she was not well. So a sore throat. So Little Red Riding Hood didn't think anything more. When Little Red Riding Hood got closer, when she got closer to the wolf, he jumped out of bed. He jumped out of bed and grabbed Little Red Riding Hood and ate her in one bite. In the forest there was a man. There was a man with an axe, chopping down the trees. And he heard noises, and he heard Little Red Riding Hood scream when the wolf grabbed her. He ran really fast to the house. He ran fast to the house. He saw the wolf really fat. Really fat. So he took his axe and he hit the wolf with his axe. Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother were inside. They came out unharmed. They were both okay. Little Red Riding Hood learned that she should always stick to the path, always stay on the road, and never talk to strangers. Never talk to strangers. And that's the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed it. It is very well known in the UK, and it is a story for children, but it is a little violent. So if you would like to hear more stories like this, then please write in the comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.